Good morning. Back at the desk. You know what? This is where I like to talk to you when we're doing these vlogs. This is how they're going to start for the most part. The beach was fun, but this is how I want to do it. We had Jordan Reynolds in VoiceOver School last night doing his monthly session with us, webinar. No extra cost to members, just a session he does to make sure you got the perfect audio set up or you're not making any mistakes. And one thing that came up was post audio production, like adding plugins and stuff. There was a situation with one of our community members, totally great person, great VO, but they were ruining their audio by having an NS1 to cover up some ambient sound in the room, and it turned up to 65. Don't do that. If you're using, I know the NS1 is not as popular as it was. There's better plugins now. The NS1, if you don't know, is a plugin that removes background noise. And they had some kind of funky sort of like, I don't know, it was like air conditioning or something like that, or like a fan from the bathroom that was bleeding into the recording in the closet. And instead of figuring out how to deal with that, just cranking up the NS1 until it was gone. Don't do this. The most you should be cranking up the NS1 noise suppressor is to, like, I think Jordan said 0.6. So I'd always thought to keep it below 6.0, but he's like, no, 0.6. Otherwise it starts getting rid of, parts of your voice. So it sounds like you're underwater. So. Also, he had a neat little way of, usually if you want to use something like a mouth declick, first of all, he expressed my exact sentiments that it's not going to lose you a job. If you're new in voiceover and you're hearing a lot of like mouth click stuff, like unless you're eating while you're recording, it's fine. They can get rid of it. But if you want to make it cleaner and get rid of that stuff yourself, you can get, people use RX, what are we at, RX 11 now? You can use older models if you can get them cheaper, like RX 10, RX 9. But it has a mouth declick in there. And you want to use it on a low setting, like 2.5 sensitivity. And as he spills his coffee all over his desk, I didn't. Use it at a low sensitivity, like 2.5. And then there was, he was saying that you can get RX Elements, which is like a lot cheaper than RX Standard or RX Pro. And you can use declick, not mouth declick. They have declick on RX Elements. But you have to use it in a certain way. I don't have that information in front of me right now, but just know that there is a way to use it. What is it exactly? In fact, I'm just going to, because I've already said it now, so now I have to show you. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of screenshots on my computer. Let's see, where did I take that screenshot? Can I find it for you? No, that's not it. Maybe I will. Let's see here. Get rid of all these. This should help. Dun, 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 dun. No. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it for you guys. Sorry. Yeah. I'll post it in a newer video. I'll do one on post-processing soon. We'll just keep these vlogs. But just look out for that. It'll be a setting that he did just to help you out a little bit. So RX Elements can be done. It's a little trickier. And he says it's good as the standard mouth declick when it's done this way. So, but here's the thing. The only thing that Voices says that you need to put on your auditions, and this is different from your agent auditions. Always always err on the side of more raw when you're doing your agent auditions. But when you're submitting on voices.com or pay to play like Voice123 and all that, you need to produce it. Enough that they can get an idea of what the finished project is going to sound like, because sometimes they don't even have an audio engineer. They're just plugging it into the video and using it that way and pay to play sites. So the only thing you really need is like EQ and compression. But Unless you want to spend a lot of time learning how to do that stuff properly and tweaking it, I would just hire Jordan or George the Tech. So Jordan Reynolds or George the Tech, those are two guys. So yeah, but other than that, what I got going on today is I am going to do my usual 50, 60 auditions. Got a couple coaching sessions. There is a group coaching. We switched things around recently in the community, and then we're switching it. But we're switching some times around and stuff. We're going through like a big revamp, especially for the summer, but also to make it more streamlined for me, because I got a baby on the way very soon, and got to make sure I got the time. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to reach out to some clients. I got some contracts I got to get in that I haven't signed yet from jobs I've already done. So other than that, got to continue revamping the Jumpstart course inside the community. But stay on the lookout soon if you're interested in joining VoiceOver School. We are going to be coming up with a new offer very, very soon, maybe a little bit more accessible. And we'll talk more about that in the future. But yeah, I just want to make sure that we are accessible for those who want to be able to join. So we're going to have different price points and stuff like that, including different things. We're going to chill on the private coaching with it for a while because I just won't have time. But we'll still have the full community available. Just not one-on-one sessions with me coming up. You can get those piecemeal. Anyway, this isn't going to turn into an ad. We're doing a vlog, and I will be in that booth in a second, and we'll talk auditioning. All right, the moment you've been waiting for in the booth. Have you really been waiting for this moment? How are you today? I haven't even asked. Nice of you to join me again. New tech sizzle video. Let's get at it. Target audience will be a tech audience at a convention who will be hearing about this new product for the first time. We want this video to be exciting and informative. We'll likely need a live directed session. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Let's get our mouth around the words first. Imagine a world where data flows seamlessly from multiple sources, becoming actionable insights in real time, where you add meaning to the data by creating digital representations of processes and systems driving your business. Welcome to the future of intelligence with our new tech product in our existing platform. Okay, let's do this. Exciting and informative. Imagine a world where data flows seamlessly from multiple sources, becoming actionable insights in real time, where you add meaning to that data by creating digital representations of processes and systems driving your business. Welcome to the future of intelligence with our new tech product. Welcome to the future of intelligence with our new tech product in our existing platform. So it's like not a finished script, so that's why I say tech product and platform instead of who the client is and what the product is. Okay, let's try it again. This time, throw in a little improv in it. Let's see, what can I do? Data by creating digital representations of processes and systems driving your business. Okay, here we go. I got it. Are you looking to grow your business? Imagine a world where data flows seamlessly from multiple sources, becoming actionable insights in real time, where you add meaning to that data by creating digital representations of processes and systems driving your business. Welcome to the future of intelligence with our new tech product in our existing platform. Yeah, a little announcer on that, but that's okay. Kind of needs it for that one. Social digital spot. Radio announcer type voice, charismatic, confident. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Good morning, New York. Today is the big day. Stay tuned for a night to remember. And in sports, the U.S. team is gearing up for the next race happening. Okay, what kind of a radio announcer? Like modern day one or a big cheesy 90s one? Let's give them both. 2 takes. Good morning, New York. Today is the big day. Stay tuned for a night to remember. And in sport, stay tuned for a night to remember. Stay tuned for a night to remember. Stay tuned for a night to remember. My lips aren't working. Stay tuned for a night to remember. And in sports, the U.S. Okay, let's start again. Tongue twisters. Didn't do any this morning. This is what happens. Good morning, New York. Today is the big day. Today is the big day. Stay tuned for a night to remember. And in sports, the U.S. sail team is gearing up for the next big race. The U.S. sail team is gearing up for their next big race. Happening right here in the Big Apple. In entertainment, Hollywood is set to release a real blockbuster next month. Okay, let's try and go even bigger. Good morning, New York. Today is the big day. Stay tuned for a night to remember. And in sports, the U.S. sail team is gearing up for their next big race. Happening right here in the Big Apple. In entertainment, Hollywood is set to release a real blockbuster next month. We don't have a whole lot more information, so. Corporate recognition program. Let's see here. Seki Sui. What is this? Okay, what is this? Will be played internally. Let's read it together. Seki Sui. In 2017, Seki Sui House acquired Woodside Homes, marking an era and opportunity for Woodside Homes to continue furthering its commitment to its customers. In 2018, leadership was inspired to elevate its powers. Performance of both CX and revenue. They called it elite teams. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. All right. So this is a really dry script, so it's our job to make it seem not so dry. I'm taking my headphones off so I sound a little bit more conversational. In 2017, Seki Sui House acquired Woodside Homes, marking a new era and opportunity for Woodside Homes to continue furthering its commitment to its customers. In 2018, leadership was inspired to elevate and empower its field teams with a program designed to recognize and inspire higher performance in both CX and revenue. They called it Elite Teams. The program was launched in 2019 and the journey began. Gradual gains were made. However, results plateaued in net promoter score. I'll finish it. Gradual gains were made, however, results plateaued in net promoter scores. And the number of annual elite teams qualifiers also remained flat, with only a small number of division teams qualifying each year. Something needed to change. Cool. That's that. What is this? Gender pay gap. Companies must create and disclose fair pay structures. Firm with more than 100 employees publish equal pay report. Okay, believable, conversational. Just trying to be a person. Companies must create and disclose fair pay structures. Firms with more than 100 employees will be required to publish an equal pay report. Done. That's it. I'm not going to do 2 takes of that. It's pretty straightforward. Advisor e-benefit. So yes, if you're curious and you're wondering, what the hell, is he just doing audition, then editing them afterwards? Yeah. Am I going to show you my editing process? I have before, but it's a little clunky. And honestly, if you want to go that in depth with me, just join VoiceOver School. And I tell you exactly how I do everything I do. This is just a taste. This is nothing compared to what you get. And it's not just me. It's a whole bunch of people in there just like me. I think we're up to like 160 members. So that's different than the free community. My free community, the VO Lounge, which you'll find the links below, that's more for like if you're dipping your toe in the water. It'll help you. It'll give you part of the Jumpstart course, like the first week. It's basically like mindset stuff that's super important so that you have the proper mindset and you have a positive mindset. Because in voiceover, especially in the beginning, you never know how long it's going to take you to get some traction. It could take a little while, depending on how much effort you put in and how much time you have to put towards it. So that's why I put that first. Then we teach you how to record and edit and make a home studio and all that. It's stuff to get you started in voiceover. But if you really want the meat, potatoes, how to do exactly what I'm doing, that's VoiceOver School. And yeah, so enough shameless plugging. We're growing a cult. We want you to join the VoiceOver School cult. But no, if you want, like, I mean, it's a bunch of us in there, and it's basically, me telling you exactly what to do to make your career happen. And it works for everyone. Let's see here. Back to the script. Want to help grow your business with the freedom to choose health and dental insurance? eBenefit is a quote to policy tool that can help give your clients the coverage they need by creating a quote. Okay, so with these e-learning or training videos, most people, when they see these, they go instantly into trying to emulate what the worst teacher they ever had in high school and university was like. It's not what you want to do. You want to think of these like as if you fucking love onboarding, and there's nothing more that you like to do in the world than onboarding. You can't wait to train somebody. So don't do it like as if you're going to be like on a computer screen, thousands of people are going to watch it, which is true, they will, if it's a good one or if it's a big company. You want it to be like a one-on-one experience, like as if they came into the room and you're sitting across the desk and you're just talking to them one-on-one and you're training them that way. And you're being super friendly, you love your job. So this is kind of like, instead of like, this is sort of the traditional way of doing corporates and e-learning and training videos. This is what you'll hear most of the time when you go to like a really bad training seminar. It would be like, want to help grow your business with freedom to choose health and dental insurance? eBenefit is a quote-to-policy tool that can give your clients the coverage they need. Garbage. Don't do it like that. It's almost like as if they just came in the room and you're like, hey, want to help grow your business with freedom to choose health and dental insurance? eBenefit is a quote-to-policy tool that can help give your clients the coverage they need. Let's start by creating a quote. Go to Premium Calculator and choose Quote Price. Go to Premium Calculator and choose Quick Quote for general pricing or Illustration to save as a personalized quote. Went a little fast there. You can talk a little bit faster in these, but you want to put pauses so people can follow along. So let's take that beginning part again. Let's start by creating a quote. Go to Premium Calculator and choose Quick Quote for general pricing or Illustration to save a personalized quote. Next, select the client's province and prior coverage. There are two plan types, Select and Guaranteed. Select plans are cost-effective and exclude pre-existing conditions. Guaranteed plans have no underwriting and pre-existing conditions are covered if the client applies within 60 days of losing their group or individual coverage. And that's it. And I did pick up at the end. I don't usually pick up like that at the end of a sentence where I made a mistake and then quickly went back and fixed it, like where I said losing their group and then I made a mistake and I went back and said or individual coverage, because it ended in a P. When it ends in like a consonant like that, a sharp one, there's always going to be a little tiny bit of a gap where I can, shoehorn the sentence in there as long as I carry the momentum forward without having to go back and record the entire sentence. So just be careful of that, especially if you're newer, because you don't want it to sound like it doesn't belong or you just shoehorned it in there. Bit of an advanced move. Another thing I teach in VoiceOver School. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you guys for now. My day, that's me auditioning, and I got a bunch more to do. And I'll see you guys on the other side. We're going to be on the couch next time, maybe. Or maybe I'll show you making some pancakes or something downstairs. Let you a little bit more into my life. But yeah, we'll see you in a moment. So the final audition count for today was, I think, 54, 55. Something like that. It's always a lot. But yeah, by the end of the day, I'm always pretty tired. But it's not just the auditions that do it. So like if you see me at the end of the day and you're like, oh man, this guy is beat. It's not just the voiceover. I also do coaching. And I'm working on VoiceOver School constantly to try and make it better for everybody. And I love doing it, but showing up for not just myself, but for other people, it takes a lot out of me too, which is why I'm be scaling it back just a bit when my son is born, because I got to take some family time. You know what I mean? I'm still going to be super active and everything in there. And, I'm just going to pull back on the private coaching a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably still do it every day, just instead of like multiple times, just like once a day kind of thing.
But I had something super interesting today. I've been trying to like, and this is like the power of you guys. I've been trying to get Rolf Vendeman, the Voice123 CEO, into a meeting. So I want to ask what direction the platform is headed in, what he sees on the horizon, and all that stuff. And he actually agreed to it. I haven't talked to him directly yet. I talked to a customer service rep, and he's going to meet with me next Wednesday. So that should be interesting. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear if there's some specific questions, and keep it positive. Guy's being nice. I'm just a random guy who's a voice actor and on YouTube, and he's being cool enough to actually meet with me. So I want to make sure I get as much information for y'all as I possibly can. I just said y'all. That's how long I've been in America now. I'm starting to say y'all. I'm from Canada, if you didn't know. But yeah, I'm gonna arm myself with a ton of questions, and just pick his brain and get as much insight as I can about where Voice123 is at right now and what the future is. And then I'll have like a really well-rounded view between like a current state of things for voices.com and Voice123 and voiceover in general. It seems to be that voiceover is just continuing to grow. At least my business is certainly. It's sure more competitive, and it seems like the only thing that's really getting cut apart is like the bottom level stuff. So like, whereas there used to be a culture of people doing gigs for like less than $100, that's all been kind of wiped out by AI. But that's where it stays, So you got nothing to worry about. Just be you. Throw your personality into your reads. Be human. One thing for sure I've been doing lately is I used to be able to get away with just like going on autopilot in reads where I just like read the words, go through the motions. But now I'm really taking my time. Really taking my time to, really understand what the script is about, how I can add my own personality into it. And I think the industry is going to really start heading in that direction. It already is, but like really leaning to the whole personality thing. So, work on it. Work on your improv and all that kind of stuff. And I want to start branching out into the UK more for video games animation, because they do a lot over there, and into Europe and everything. I want to go more worldwide. I've done a fair amount of stuff in Europe, but I haven't I still by far I do the most in the US. And I really, I think I'm leaving money on the table. So I'm going to start doing the dreaded email marketing and reaching out, but it's going to be more concentrated to like agents and stuff like that, and people that I know that hire. So, not so much like the whole cold email thing. By the way, I did respond to somebody got me with the cold email. 2 people got me with the cold email. Well, 2 people got me to respond, but one I only really considered. It was right when I was looking for like a YouTube thumbnail guy. And he said, I love your content, blah, 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 something about thumbnails. And that's like usually when you're doing cold email, that's what, the voiceover marketing gurus tell you. Start with the compliment, let people know let people know that you've seen their stuff. But in my opinion, it hasn't really worked. But it worked with this guy. He got me. So, but he had terrible business skills. I responded with like, okay, hot shot. you got my ear. You want to do YouTube thumbnails for me? I happen to need a person who can do it. So send me 3 examples from my stuff that you would do better. He's like, well, I don't really do it. I don't really do it for free. I charge $20 a thumbnail. Here's my portfolio. And I was like, fair enough. His work, if it was his work, seemed to be quite good. And that's fair enough. People, but like also at the same time, I'm pretty used to doing auditions myself. And if you wanted to land an account, then that's probably what I should have done. Then I asked him how many he includes with each thing, because he usually tests about three variations on it. He's like, I'm going to charge $20 per variation. I'm like, you know what? This guy just seemed like a pain in the ass to work with. So I was like, you seem like a pain in the ass. Then eventually he was like, no, man, I'm so sorry. I'll do like the 3 variations of that and everything. I'm like, I don't know, dude, you lost me. So point being, if you're direct emailing, this relates to voiceover. If you're direct emailing and they ask you for an audition or a sample or something like that, just do it. Just do it. Because they don't usually want to respond anyway. People hate getting unsolicited shit, especially in email. But if you do happen to like hit somehow, you put a good subject line, you start off your email perfect, and they respond, do what they ask. And then build a relationship. Then start making demands of what you do and don't do. If you're soliciting, if you got the time to send it out, they know you're not that busy, because if you were, you wouldn't have time to send those emails. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Tomorrow, we are going to do it all over again. What do we got action packed for tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, going to wake up super early, do like 30, 40 auditions right out of the gate. That's how I like to do them now. Then just kind of do them bit by bit throughout the day. Going to hit that gym again. And I am due for a haircut. Is that no, it's not tomorrow. It's on Thursday. Yeah. Tomorrow, since this is a vlog, you'll probably see this tomorrow it'll be 11 a.m. So it'll be now when you're watching this. Whatever time it is now, when you're watching this, that's what time it is. VoiceOver School is going to close the doors for new members for about a week or two as I revamp the offerings, just make it a little bit more accessible to people, pull back on the private coaching that comes with it. And it's still available. Check the links below, and it'll be a wait list. So it'll let you like sign up, but it won't let you through. And then I'll just message you when it's ready to open if you want to join us. But if you want to join us right away, by the time you're seeing this, it will be 8 p.m. on February 29th, 30th, 30 days in February this month. 30. Wednesday, the last day of April at 8 p.m. That's what time you got to sign up for VoiceOver School. But other than that, I'm going to pack it in, and we will see you again tomorrow. Probably soon, whenever you see this.